her voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to deal with.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Got sand in my eyes!
The
winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look...
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine that...
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point, they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you...
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that you're...
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little...
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still...
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly. I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you.
Don't you ever get tired?
Don't get careless!
Don't tell me to...
Here! Crescent move!
Ignite!
Mega Ray! Ready and raring!
Your reflexes will not serve you well, Steve.
Hey, look far enough! Gravitas field!
Can you take it?
This one is mine! That's it!
Resonate with the earth! Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and pummel it to me.
Do it! Crescent move! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
the enemy's getting desperate.
Got them where we want them.
Don't tip your hand, though.
These little ones are hardly worth our...
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
This one will be difficult to predict.
I never miss!
Going in!
Take that! Tiger Blade!
not today!
I'm also good with airborne targets. It's in the spectrum! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Going in!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you!
In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
I'm ready! Eternal devastation! This could be useful.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they...
Get lost!
Eternal devastation! Burn!
Piercing roar! Hear me! Flame of fury!
Anything in armor is all mine! Hitting pile drive! Tornado drive!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Here I come!
Look sharp! Here's evil!
Armor won't save you!
Going in!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
This one's
Eternal
mine!
devastation!
Piercing roar!
You're mine!
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Eternal devastation!
Seems about right to me.
We're in for a long slog with this one!
Eternal devastation! Not today!
It's a duel of the eye! Here's a healing arc! First aid!
It got fire further!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
I'm ready! All yours!
Mom, get toasty!
Bird strike!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
The enemy feels arc.
You'll soon see about that!
Hitting pile drive!
Trigger blade!
Ignite!
Give a heartbeat!
Piercing
Not a chance! Eternal devastation! I'm ready!
Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your luck!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
I feel all bent out of...
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so...
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need...
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to you.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servant.
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to...
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia, that instinctive unease I feel deep within, serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his...
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking...
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small...
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long...
Are you talking about that junk? You...
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Dana ever since we Renans conquered Dana. Such object...
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history...
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without...
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never...
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own...
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you.
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the... Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear.
Little late for that.
Hey, Rinwell. What was that whole legend you were talking about earlier?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danan hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero, and the story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the... From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame?
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hoodle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero.
Good. This came out just the way I hoped. Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder. Then again, I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. Night! You guys ready to hit the road? I know I am.
I think Hoodle senses something.
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big town. Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Crush!
Don't mind if I do.
Try harder!
Elusive deity! Rotating pile!
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf.
You're mine!
I'm ready.
House six!
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Elusive deity!
Eternal devastation!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Crush!
Skills in top form, art's working like a charm.
Someone seems rather pleased with herself.
Did you hear all of that?
Guess I misread the landing.
I hate camping out.
Better get everything ready for tomorrow. Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Make sure to get some good rest. I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving.
I think it's safe to rest here now. I think Hoodle senses something.
I hate camping out.
There's something in the water.
I have a bad feeling about this.
This one's all mine! This one's mine! Eat this!
Lightning!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Their hide is thick as armor!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! I can do! Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Take this! No further! Here! This one's mine! Elusive deity! Eternal devastation!
Ready!
Take this!
I'm out of ammo! Not in your dreams!
Elusive deity!
Make it break! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Denied!
My lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Time to shine!
Right here!
I got it! Burn in hell!
Here, let me help.
Crush! Tornado drive! This one's mine!
devastation!
One more! Resonate with the earth!
Take this!
Going in! Primed and ready!
Mega Sonic
This one's mine! This is it!
Crush!
Take it! Crescent Moon! Mine!
Eternal devastation!
That's a pretty fancy skill there.
All the better to protect you with, my dear.
Then I'll leave the front line to you.
Guess I misread the landing.
think it's safe to rest here now. Do you... sense one of your friends, Hoodle? Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
This place gives me the creeps. You really think that lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her den and bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. I suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
There. There.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Here! I'll smash you!
Benediction light.
Eternal devastation!
Take cover when it curls up!
Eternal devastation!
One more!
I'll take you all!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Strong! Then I'll split it open! Be my guest! Negative gate!
Here's a healing art.
In a bind?
I owe you one! Crush!
Crescent move!
Eternal this one's all mine! Burn!
Rotating laser
Crush!
Here's evil.
Eternal devastation!
I'm ready!
Eternal devastation!
This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Eternal devastation! Go, son! Elusive deity!
This one's mine! This one's mine! On guard!
Eternal devastation!
Now you see what I can do!
I'm ready!
Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
I still got a ways to go!
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Danon castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old, and you can tell it was built to let...
Huh. I'll take your word for it. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground.
There probably used to be more of it above ground. That is, until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it for her own purposes. Have I got that right?
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back in her own castle?
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is, she's up to no good.
Right. It's all the more reason we need to hurry up and find her before it's too late.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! This one's
Where are you going?
That's it! Tiger Blade!
If it cools up, time to get out of the way.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
No armor can stop me!
You'll soon see about that.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
This one's mine! Make it rain!
Goodwill, astral energy, full throttle!
Damn it!
We've been smelling to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
This one's mine!
Armor won't save you.
I'm ready! One more!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Going in! Gemini Aqua!
So I still had room to grow. Coming through.
Crush! You see this coming? Leave the station!
Debut performance.
Far enough! Do it! Megasonic chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Got flyers!
I've got this! Let him march in hand!
All yours!
Stalagmite.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used, even if the above-ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason. It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious?
By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Danon ruins are also known for their...
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already. This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Not today! Look shot! Elusive Venus! Rotating pile driver!
Here goes!
Flaming meteor! You're mine! Elusive deity! You're mine! Rotating pile driver! It's over!
I never miss!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Gun! I'll leave it to you! Elusive
Make your
deity!
glacial spear! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Look sharp.
Glacial spear!
Not so fast! Take this! Crush!
On guard.
Elusive deity! Rotating glass!
Fierce evil!
Crush!
Freeze laser!
Elusive deity!
This one's mine.
Raining slash!
Radiant pierce!
Eternal devastation!
Do it! Do Halim!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
I never had a doubt.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Far enough!
Blew away! You picked the wrong fight!
Flaming meteor!
Eternal devastation!
That one's for me.
Crush!
Switch to
Do
Halim!
it! Dreams! Astral energy! Full throttle! This one's mine!
Devastation!
This one's mine!
With the crush!
Tiger blade!
Take this!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! That firepower of yours is really something.
I could say the same.
I'll clear the way through.
I've got your back.
Raining
Switch to offense!
Eternal devastation! Crush! Now!
Glacial spear! Here's evil! Let the marksman handle this! I can heal myself, thank you.
Don't worry, I've got healing all around.
Stop me!
That's the wisest thing you've ever
Remind me to
said.
stay on your good side.
Heal! Eternal devastation!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Ready and rip. Now you see what I can do.
Glacial spear! Here's evil! Going in! Freeze laser! Not in your dreams! Tiger blade!
Elusive deity!
Far enough!
Crush! Eternal devastation!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Continue on in that vein.
My lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Eternal devastation!
Take your break! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
Resonate with the earth!
On guard!
Eternal devastation!
Do it! Tiger blade!
Blow away!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go. What's this thing?
This might go well in that new recipe.
Can't wait to see what you make.
You're the one making it.
There's nobody here. It's been nothing but Zeugles. No lords, no Renan forces.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
From the look of things, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone now.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
I don't understand. Did Bayfon lie?
He didn't seem the type to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey! Save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing! I'll smash you!
Every weak point!
I'm out of ammo! All stopped up!
Eternal devastation!
Tiger blade! Hear me! Primed and ready! Where are you going? Going in! Radiant!
Negative gate! Resonate with you! Stand back! I'll trip it up!
I'm only getting Tiger blade!
Can you take it?
Amazing.
Hitting pile driver!
Eat dirt!
Benediction
I can
light.
handle it!
Mirage!
Heal!
Now
Burn up.
let loose! Megasonic thrust!
Piercing roar!
Wide open!
Won't escape me!
It's over!
Tiger blade!
Here I
Hitting
come!
pile driver!
You're finished!
Time to shine!
Elusive
Eternal
deity!
devastation!
Anything in armor is my blade! Armor won't save you!
Let me help!
I'll face you!
Appreciate the help!
Resonate with
I'm out of ammo! First aid!
Resonate with you!
Let the marksman handle this!
Going in!
Eternal devastation! This isn't looking
Now
good!
you've gone and ticked me off! Look sharp!
One more! Mega ray! By the power of water!
One more! Tiger! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malita!
You picked the wrong fight!
Tiger blade!
Radiant here!
No further!
Here I come!
I'm out of ammo!
Far enough!
The fluidity of your movements are simply incredible.
Don't mind if I do! Mega ray!
This one's mine! Stay down! Your art!
You're mine!
Piercing naked ray!
Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Eternal devastation!
Can you take it?
Look sharp!
Elusive deity!
Into the
Begin!
center!
Armor won't save you! Rotating pile driver!
Eternal devastation!
Watch
This
yourself!
one's mine!
I sense incredible power.
This one's mine!
This one's all
Elusive
Here's
deity!
a healing art!
Rotating pile driver!
Try harder! Not a chance!
That looks bad.
Wits about naval aid!
Tiger blade! Freeze lancer! If it's in the sky,
Eternal
it's mine!
devastation!
That's it!
Crush!
Going in! One more!
Lunar
Tiger blade!
Use its
weak point to take it down.
All together, everyone!
Eternal devastation!
This one's mine!
Here goes! Freeze Lancer! Confiscated!
Their arts were interrupted!
Reinforcements? Mega Ray!
Here goes!
Radiant?
Here I come!
Here's a hero!
Into everlasting darkness. Negative
shot.
gate. Our arts are being interrupted.
Going in!
It's in your hands now.
Stay away from my friend! This one's all mine!
Heal. Watch yourself.
Here I come!
Incredible
Burn in
power.
hell!
Another incantation ruined.
Eternal devastation! Here I come!
Lightning! I'm all stuffed
Eternal
up!
devastation!
Going in!
Eternal devastation!
I hope this medicine works as
Guardian Field!
Power surges through me.
Freeze Lancer!
Benediction light.
Not on my watch!
Try harder!
Going in!
Radiant?
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Here's a healing art!
I owe you one for that!
Take this! You dare strike me from behind?
Take this! Eternal devastation! Not today!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Eternal devastation!
I'm out of ammo!
Crush!
Armor won't save you!
I'm all stuffed
Eternal
up!
devastation!
Annihilation!
Mega...
Look sharp!
I've used too much.
Back into the room! Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of fury!
The enemy's reeling!
Complacency is the root of carelessness.
Point taken. Stay sharp, everyone!
Such unadulterated fury.
Devastation! Crush!
Going in!
I'm expert coming through!
On guard!
Freeze Lancer!
Eternal devastation!
On guard!
I never miss!
Look sharp!
Take this!
Here, let me help!
Eternal devastation! I'm ready to stop! Burn!
All right, let me out!
Reload!
Here I
Not in your dreams!
Going in!
I'm impressed.
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Switch to offense!
Take this! Watch and weep!
Eternal devastation!
Going in!
It's weakened!
See what I can do!
This ends
Reload!
now!
Tiger Blade!
Resonate with the earth!
Crush! Eternal devastation! Here I come! Here I come! Eternal devastation!
Nothing gets by
No
me!
escape! Rupture!
Mega Ray!
Here I come!
Begin! Resonate with the earth!
Here comes the big one!
Tiger Blade! If it's in the... It's mine!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shion, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap, remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal. Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shion. That's why I want to help.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died, I knew I would be alone.
And now?
The truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the Crown contest. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shion, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Thank you.
Danon Liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Nias.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shion?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
I'm joking! Damn, you're scary